What's up, YouTube? This is X79, guys. Today I'm here on EDOPPro, and we're going to be checking out my latest Blackwing deck, playing against several different decks, showcasing you what it can do and how it can handle itself out there. So, without further ado, we're going to jump right in. We're going to do this particular deck first: Blackwings versus the Blackluster Soldier deck. Alright, so as we can turn around and see, starting off with Gale, Chris, a pot of Arbors, which is actually extremely good in a lot of synchro-based decks, Zephyros, and we got Harmonatan. This particularly is actually a very good opening hand. It would be better if we opened up with Merlin, because you can go a little bit more into your board, but that being said, you want to be opening up more with the monsters than anything else, just so you can get things going. I am working on the consistency of this deck right now. The hands can get a bit booky from time to time, so I'm trying to pare down the spells to what you really need and trying to up the monster count with necessary extenders that can really help the deck get going. On the other side, we have Blackluster Soldier. It's a talisman. It's a incantation version of the deck, which is actually pretty cool. I got trading him for draw power, search things, because with Rhoda, this is not a bad hand. I'm not going to turn around and say. Alright, I am going first, so main phase 1. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to normal summon out Zephyros, and I'm basically going to special summon out all the other Blackwings. Alright, go into my Y-Strix, which is going to get me a Bora the Spear from my deck. Bounce it back with Zephyros. Overlay for the Y-Strix, which is going to get me another Bora. Then I'm going to special summon up both of the Boras. Of course, you get, whenever you use an Xyz Monsters effect, when Y-Strix on the field, you get the rank up magic Soul Save Force on the field, which is actually pretty awesome. Link into the some more link, and after that, we're going to be going into bringing back the Y-Strix and going into an Infinity. This sets up the first negation, boom. And then we're going to go into Union Carrier. We're going to link, we're going to equip Thunderbird to some more link. Before that, I'm going to recycle a lot of my stuff back into my deck. Draw 2 more cards. I have Gladius. Gladius is a card that you need to be seeing in your opening hand, because you have to summon this when you only have one monster on the field. That one monster is a Blackwing. So this is something that I might be considering a drop overall, because if you draw it later and you're not searching it, not that very good of a card. Dark Rule and more pretty much necessary in the current meta. Alright, from there, I'm probably going to slurp up the Union Carrier with Infinity, get out my Apex Evian, and I have 2 Omni Negates on the field, which is actually looking pretty damn awesome. From there, he activates Call by the Grave to target my Zephyros, which is extremely weird, considering that I already used this effect. This effect is once per turn, so there's no really need to hit that card from my graveyard. I'm guessing he's trying to bait out my negates. I'm just going to let it go through. Alright, he activates Talismandra. I'm going to negate that with my Cyber Dragon, so boom, that's that. From there, he's going to activate Trading and let the Trading go through, let the Rotor go through. He activates the Chalice Slime. I'm going to negate that. Bounce the Thunderbird back to my hand. Thunderbird comes back out onto the field in defense position, and then he summons out the Charging Guy of Fierce Knight, which reduces attack down to 1900. At this point, he goes after my Tuner, which is weird, considering I can always get another copy of it back with some more during his end phase. A smarter thing would have been to do would have been to attack over the Thunderbird. But at this point, I'm going to draw into a Chris, go this. I'm going to go into Cyber's Quantum Dragon. This is actually one of the best level 7 synchros you could actually be running in this particular version of the deck, because as long as you have a Link Monster on the field, your opponent cannot target any of your other monsters with card effects or 4 attacks except for this card. Alright, and there is another play where you can actually utilize Union Carrier to equip this card with Destruction Sword to lock your opponent out of their extra deck alongside that, which actually makes this card even better. Especially if you open up with not that good of a hand. Alright, from this point, you can enter battle phase. Cyber Squadron has an amazing effect where whenever it battles, it is the monster it's battling, it's bounced back to your opponent's hand, and that's just going to leave them with an open field, and I'm just going to go full force in on them. He also gets an extra attack, boom, 25, 24, 27, 23, boom, game, GG. And that was it. Like I said before, anytime you're playing against the infinite loop situation, and you force out their Apex Avian Negate where they have to have Thunderbird on the field, go after Thunderbird. It's the easiest thing to do to shut down that particular It'll just limit them to 2 Omni Negates during their turn instead of multiple Omni Negates. So, yes. Alright, moving forward, we're going to turn around do this deck versus Lunalight. Of course, we're going to take a look at the hands. Or actually, this is Fur Hires, excuse me. I mislabeled the things. But this is actually a pretty good matchup. Again, starting off with a lot of good monsters in your hand. We got 2 normal summons. That right there is an issue with this particular version of the deck. But this is a great play for your second turn, because at least if you don't have a good field, you can at least put this card on the field and go into a potential level 8 synchro, which is going to be your Borlo Savage. So I'm going to start off with Zephyros. Use Gladius because you can bring it out, and you just have Zephyros, and then you summon out Chris. From there, you basically do Ystrix. Ystrix is going to search out your Bora. Oh, he's going to negate it with his impermanence. So you use Zephyros to bounce back your Chris, which is going to give you a pretty good setup. From here, I'm just going to go into the Morg Link set, and it's going to get me in. I'm in the gate in Apex Avian. The really cool thing about this is that if you don't have room for Thunderbird or don't have Thunderbird, Apex Avian alone is actually pretty good because you can keep bringing it back onto the field with the Morg Link's effect every end phase. So you're going to be able to get multiple uses out of a single copy of Apex Avian. I do set an Infinite Permanence. As you can see, he's got Ash Blossom, Raigeki, 2 Ash Blossoms, Raigeki, and his Fur Hire. So what he's going to do is he's going to activate the Raigeki. Gotta bounce that card off. You can't lose your monsters. So negate that card. Summons his Fur Hire. I'm going to turn around and negate that. During the end phase, I try to activate, but since this card can special summon from the deck as well, Ash Blossom can negate it, so that's kind of a harsh move, but still not bad. Alright, got Dark Ruler. I'm going to summon out my Oyster and bring out Chris. This is going to allow me to swing into his life points a little bit. And from there, main phase 2, I go into my Borlo Savage, which is going to equip the Ystrix. It's going to get me another Gale just for a defense position. It's someone from both deck and hand, so bit of an issue with that. I couldn't find the Apex Avian right away. It turns out any of the cards that are in your hand that you can summon off of some more is actually at the end of the list. So you have to scroll all the way to the end. It would have been much easier if this card came up first. But it is what it is. Alright, from there he draws into another Fur Hire. Boom. Attacks my tuner. Not a problem. Again, he's going to negate. I negate with the Burrow. He's going to target my Zephyros. Again, I already used the effect, so that's pointless. And get Apex Avian, so we get multiple cards. I summoned out Bora. I really didn't have to. I had more than enough attack power on the field to wipe him out, so boom, that's game. That can really make use of multiple Omni-Negates, and it does have a lot of different plays, so it is flexible. So it's one of the things I love about this deck, and this is the matchup that I really want to turn around and pause on. Alright, he's got some sort of skill there, or this is a custom card, Christine's skill, so in my opinion, it doesn't really matter. This is a Dark Magician deck. She is using some anime-based cards. Like this card, Magician's Archive. I have one spell to your deck to your hand. That's actually a damn powerful card. We do have Illusion Magic, Magician Navigation, Eye-to-Mice, which is a single copy of Fusion for Dark Magician can get out. This guy right here. Yeah, you're going to be seeing Dragoon drop pretty fast. So, and of course, if you turn around and see my hand, not really that good. I do have Black Whirlwind, which is going to allow me to get at least an additional special summon monster, and I can dump Zephyros in my graveyard, so it's alright. It's not the best. Dark Rule No More is definitely going to come in very handy in this match, so let's just keep going. So immediately he goes for the Fusion deployment. It's going to basically reveal Dark Magician of the Dragon Knight to get out Dark Magician in the field. From there, he's going to drop out Tamis, which is going to bring out Dragoon. So automatically, this card is coming out later this year in the TCG. Neither player can target or destroy this card with card effects. During your main phase, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. You can use this effect a number of times up to the number of normal monsters used as a fusion material. So he only used one, so he can only use that once per turn, which is actually pretty good. Once per turn, a once per turn interruption isn't that bad, considering that if you use the Red Eyes Fusion, that's even worse. Alright, once per turn when this card effect is activated, quick effect, you discard one card, negate activation. And if you do, destroy that card, and this card gets 1,000 attack. Oof. So yes, that's pretty rough right there. This is the OCG version. We're just going to go through this. He's going to set up Magical Eyes Fusion with another Magician's Archive because it's not a hard once per turn. Thankfully, this is just an anime card. Alright, end turn. From there, I draw into Pot of Iris, which is actually pretty good. I might bump this card up, since you can put a lot of monsters in the graveyard during the course of your turn. But the first card I'm going to activate is going to be Dark Rule No More, and that's actually going to negate the effects of Dragoon of Red Eyes. After that, I can just go off, set up my graveyard with Zephyros, Black Whirlwind, search out a Gladius. Gladius comes out. Out comes Gale, which I use as effect to cut his attack down in half. From there, I bounce back Gale. Gale Zephyros, special summon Gale again. Weaken out Dragoon again. Bring out the White Strix. Chris comes out. Overlay. Okay, I special summon out another Chris. I should have brought out Bora, which would have given me some more monsters on the board, but still, actually, yeah, boom. So I do have Bora, excuse me, I brought out Chris, special summon, but still, it's actually pretty good. I have the setup where I'm going to get the negates on the board. Okay, have my life points, boom. From there, Union Carrier, Thunderbird, attack over. I forgot that you can't do damage, but at least you can get Dragoons off the field. You could also slurp it up with Infinity, which I think probably would have been better. But in this particular case, it's just good to get it off the field. From there, I slurp up the Union Carrier, get out APA Sapiens, so I have the Infinite Loop negates. So I'm pretty well set on this particular point. At this, he's going to draw into his Illusion Magician. He's going to pitch the Illusion Magic to get her out. Her effect's going to go act. I'm going to negate that with Cyber Dragon. Boom. So away with that. Magical Eyes Fusion comes down. Negate that with Apex Avian. And at that point, I pretty much have game. Doesn't really matter what I have. I have more than enough attack points to go at him. So, and that pretty much ends. So yes, as you can see, this deck can play through a Dragoon field, and it can get you the W. Alright guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this on my channel, make sure to subscribe, enable notifications so you don't miss any uploads. Check out the description box below. Find the links to my affiliates, sidedeckversus.com, which is an amazing resource to help build your side decks to get ready for events, whether it be online or physical. You have tcgplay.com, which can help you get your materials to you. Guys, also find my invite link to my Discord server. Join the conversation. We'll love to have you. Follow me on social media, Twitter, and Reddit. And guys, as always, until next time, peace.